So this truck came in with a cold water leak around the O-rings that seal the front and rear bonnet to the oil cooler. While TJ was swapping those O-rings, he couldn't help but notice the two broken exhaust manifold studs that were in this engine as well. The gaskets weren't blown yet, but it was just a matter of time. So while it was in the shop, we went ahead and took the time to blow the manifold off, and I'm going to weld nuts onto these broken studs, extract them, clean everything up, and then go back together with it. We're going to start with a flat washer, then follow that up with a nut. It is important to let this cool before you start trying to extract it. So while that one is cooling off, let's go ahead and weld our nut onto the other one. Let's see if the first one will come out. Just like that. Be gentle with it when you're trying to get it broke loose. Go back and forth, work it a little bit, and they usually free up. And there's our second one. Now, this is one of my trucks and time is of the essence. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this surface back up on the head and on the manifold. We're gonna roll it back together with some new parts. I do have an oil leak on the valve cover that I need to address as well while we're here. I like to surface the manifolds while they're off, but since I am in the situation that I am in, and this is one of mine, I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Since I'm gonna roll the manifold back on this with the turbocharger on it and the thermostat housing still installed on these E-model and C15s, I'm only going to put in the back 4 or 6 exhaust studs and leave the ones out in the front because of the way that the manifold is tucked in behind the thermostat housing. If you put all the studs in and then try to put the manifold on, you're gonna have to take the thermostat housing off, and we sure ain't got time for that. Install your new gaskets, and let's roll our manifold back on. We'll install the rest of our new studs, making sure to install the front tube by the thermostat housing with the spacers already on it, or you'll have to unthread them and do it this way the second time. It's important to note that the holes in the flanges of the manifold where it is secured to the head are slotted or a large round oval depending on the port. Meaning you need to make very sure when you're assembling this that you are centering the stud in the holes on the manifold flange. I always start in the center, I get it centered, and I torque those nuts down in an X pattern, and then I work on either the front or the rear. It's nice if you do it that way because I found you can actually move the joints of the manifold, since this is a 3-piece manifold, easily with an air hammer. I'm gonna go ahead and address that valve cover leak before I put the rest of my intake back on, but please note this is the quick and dirty way of taking care of broken exhaust manifold bolts. I've got just a tick over a half an hour in this repair from start to finish. This is a job I really didn't want to have to do tonight, but now when this truck goes back out, this is one less thing I'll have to worry about.